Hi, it's still me, Helene, Cabin Fever Crochet, and it's still Tuesday evening, night, the 18th. And I was washing up and getting ready for bed and went, oh, I forgot to show you a couple things. And so, real quick, you know that the Hobby Lobby Effortless Super Bulky, that acrylic alpaca blend that I showed you, it comes with a free pattern, and the pattern is written on the inside, and it's quite a substantial sized tote. It calls for 4 balls, 2 of each color, and but it looks to me like it's quite modifiable due to the shape that you can adjust the height by just making it a couple rows less. It could just be the way the yarn worked up, but I do notice a slight tapering in on each side. So to keep the balance, you could just do, a couple rows at the bottom, couple rows at the top, 2, 3, or whatever. Look proportional and save yourself a skein of yarn. And I don't know, to each their own, but for me, this is like a piece of luggage. And even though the yarn, because I have worked with similar before, that it does hold, it has a lot of body and holds its shape, but it's also extremely cushy and can squish down too. So to me, something this big to accommodate things you would put in it and the weight that it's going to be overall might drag it down. I don't know, but I think, it'd certainly be nice. Another size. I think you would need to enlarge this on your computer printer or get a magnifying sheet because it is very, very small. But it says it's an easy skill level. This again is a super bulky number 6. And I thought that was pretty neat. I already have it on here. You don't have to go online, type in the number, search for it, download it, that whole business. So I also wanted to tell you, I really, really wanted to film when I was in Hobby Lobby. I've been thinking about it. It's just so organized and tidy and clean in there, and you can tell that people very attentive with their departments, and it's like they take pride in that, and the customer service is always good at our Hobby Lobby, and it's well lit. So I wanted to just give you an overview. It's not a large section, I've mentioned that before, but they have some nice yarns in there. But I was on my way to my appointment, so my mind was really focused there, and I knew that to film, even though I could just spend 5 minutes and go through and point out certain things along the tour, points of interest that I found of interest along the tour and what's what. It wouldn't take that long, but to do it, it would take some focus. So what I did instead is I was sort of quickly, staying on schedule and going through, but in a relaxed way, but knew I needed to stay on track. I took notice of yarns that I've maybe just passed and glanced by before and just looked at them a little more closely, picked up a few here and there, see what they're made of. Oh, what's this? Feel them. And then I went around the block one more time, cruised around that aisle, and looked at yarns I really hadn't looked at all before, and I found a chunky version of the Soft and Sleek. And it's equally as nice, and I don't know if it says bulky or chunky, but it's a chunky yarn, and it's just a little step up. And I think that's a very nice yarn. I'm going to have to explore that down the road. And they have lovely colors that transition for different seasons and climates that you might live in. There's a gorgeous peach coral. I think that could be any time of year if you like just a nice little burst of color, but that doesn't scream summer. And if your summer climate, you have vibrant but a little bit softer version, if that makes sense. So that was quite pretty and nice discovery. So when I'm able to stand longer and we're not worried about it getting home too late, getting dark, the weather, that kind of thing, then next time I'm down there, it works out, I will give my first attempt at that, and maybe they will have some more yarns in and fill in some of those empty spaces that I saw today, so you'll have more to look at. So the other thing is, my husband and I, after that little outing, and we got to my appointment, and we were still a little bit early, so we're like, okay, let's just sit in the car and look at outside and the weather, and the sky's clearing a little bit. We had lost power this morning again, by the way. Yeah. And so, fortunately, we didn't think it would be off that long, and it was back on by the time we got home. But it gets, rethinking even more. Do we have enough of this and that? So we're sitting there, and he says, oh, you want to see what I got? I'm like, sure. So we did a little show and tell. And this is a cool find. He picked up these lanterns at the little store he went to. He wound up getting 3, 2 green and a gray. And I looked them up on Amazon when I got home. And they have really good reviews, and it's called Outdoorsman by iZoom, the letter I dash Zoom, and it's a collapsible lantern, and you can hang that. And Cobb LED, which is supposedly the latest technology in LED. I'm not familiar with it. I don't know what that means. But the outer shell is weather resistant, and it came with 4. It's the only thing, it takes 4 AA batteries, but you can use rechargeable batteries in these, which is nice. So this is the battery case, the bottom there. And, okay, I'm going to warn you, I'm just going to open it real quick so you can see how it operates, but it is very bright, so don't get blinded. Okay, you're ready. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Woo! So we have 3 in different parts of the house. And my husband wanted to experiment, turn off all the lights and put all 3 in the kitchen area. It's like, woohoo, light them up. Yeah, they're bright. So I hope they last and that they continue to work well for a long time. And that's great. 2 power outages in less than a week, and they're good to have. So that is it again. Okay, well, I will hopefully talk with you soon. Have a wonderful, rest of your week and weekend, and stay safe and stay well and enjoy your time, whatever it is that you will be doing. Okay. See you soon. Bye.